Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Elder-Scrolls-A-Thon Daggerfall. In the last episode, we started part 1 of a 3-part quest for the Mages Guild. Actually, it's the last, I think, one of the last quests we have for the Mages Guild, where we helped a former student, basically. And to end that quest, we actually allied with him and didn't kill him or get rid of him like the Mages Guild wanted. We actually allied with him. And for part 2 to come up, I found out that it needs to be between like a month or two between when you completed it. So in the meantime, we came over here to the Archaeologist Guild, which is a mod that I downloaded for Daggerfall Unity. It's not in the base game. And we started doing stuff for the Archaeologist Guild. And we did, in the last episode, we did the quest called Discrete Text Retrieval. And in this episode, we're going to continue on doing some stuff for the Archaeologist Guild, leveling up here, and then we'll see when and if, in a month or two, when the quest pops up for part 2 of the Mages Guild quest, we'll then go off and do that. So, hey Vanna, let's see. So we did discrete text retrieval, so let's do borrowing notes. The archaeologists have a reputation for excellence, knowledge, and precision, which we credit in part to members such as yourself, and in another part to possessing the best research. We've received word that some novice from the Mages Guild, Gundival Mastersley, is currently in the Greenford farmstead with some notes we would find particularly useful at this time. We need someone to go retrieve them under the right guise. Are you able to do this? Yes. Very good. And remember, it's in the Greenford farmstead first. Now first of all, make no mention of your identity. Find some way to get those notes, preferably without making a murderer of yourself. We need no such reputation in this guild. Our parallel research project will be underway in 51 days, such that your mission will be a failure if you have not returned by that time. Be cautious, Vassip. Fare thee well. So it seems like the Archaeologist Guild and the Mages Guild are at odds a lot in the so far in the quest line. So it's a good thing then that I think that most of the Mages Guild quests are done, and so now I can focus on that. So I really don't care too much if I anger the Mages Guild. So it was the something farmstead, the Greenford farmstead. Okay. Greenford farmstead. Yes, there. Travel. Take us a day. Cost us 5 gold. Let's go on ahead and go. And I did turn off a certain element of real grass and seeing if that helps with loading. It does not appear it has done so, which is a little, disheartening, but I guess I'll go through later in the next episode and turn off even more parts of the mod. I turned off a section because I'd seen a lot of people say that, like in the real grass mod, that sometimes it's like having rocks on that can affect that. So I was like, well, let me turn rocks off and see if that does it. And it doesn't seem like it's helped. So I'll figure out more later. Get off and. That person, I think the same first name as the other person. And who are we looking for? We're looking for a person named Gundival Mastersley. Okay. Nope. Yeah, no. And that's closet. Nope. What about here? Nope. Is there an upstairs? There is an upstairs. That takes you outside. Let's go in here first. Empty room. Go in here. Well, hello to you, good sir. I found the thumbnail for this episode, so let me get a good perfect right there and save that for my thumbnail. That's a great thumbnail. Okay. And then just make sure there's nothing else of like really cool, like important note in here. There's not really, but okay. Let's save here at We'll call it Arc Start, because I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm hoping I can just talk to him like a normal person and, things go well. Hey, wait, who are you? My research notes. But I just finished them. Did Dunastair Greensmith send you? Yeah, absolutely. This is troubling. I can't go lending out my latest research to every high elf the guild sends to me. I need to take it to I need you to take it to me. I need you to take it to me in Wickhouse Hall when they're finished. Okay, that was I need you to take it to me in... There needs to be a comma there or something. That was a weird sentence. I need you to take it to me in Wickhouse Hall when you're finished and tell Dunastair Greensmith that this is the last time I'm bothering with this nonsense. Did I get a thing added into my inventory? Was it this? Parchment is sealed tightly shut. That was... Okay, so... I guess we can go. That was actually super easy. A little easier than I had expected. Oh, get fog. This is cool. We've really seen fog that much in the game, so... Alright. So, we're going back to the Archaeologist Guild, which is right here. And then as soon as we're in like a dungeon where I can talk a little bit more, you know, about random stuff, I want to talk about some stuff that came out in the FTC meeting, between trial, I guess you call it, between the time they open, they open at 11, so let's rest for 2 hours, or wait here for 2 hours, between Microsoft and really Sony's really who it's between, and some stuff that came out about Elder-Scrolls 6 I wanted to talk about, but I'm going to wait until we're in like an actual proper dungeon. Wonderful Vassif, I merely hope you covered your tracks before returning to Gothway Garden. If the town guard comes looking for you, I will offer no excuses, but here, take your reward. Great. Let's go and mark that quest then as done. Borrowing notes is complete. All right. Get quest. Let me see what tasks we have available. Please have patience to wait here a moment. Finding the lost. Good day. The archaeologists encourage an adventuring spirit in proper moderation, of course. Nevertheless, occasionally we have a new recruit who, now trained to explore the great wild world, forgets such basic skills as remembering how to find the exit in a dark cave. Would you be willing to go look for Belladara Yomford, who has entirely disappeared within Greensley Guard? Thank you. Thank you, Vassip. Truly, I will admit we don't have a reward to be meted out for this action, but I will see what I can do about it while you're out. Please bring her here in no more than 34 days. Otherwise, I will have to inform the surviving family, and our shame will be indelible. Best of luck, and while you're coming out of Greensley Guard, would you be able to teach Belladara Yomford a thing or two about exploration and survival? It will likely save us all some trouble down the road. All right, and I asked for a dungeon crawl, and dungeon crawl the game provided. So let's go on ahead and head on out. We're going to hello, good sir. That was, you know, just came out the door and you're right here in my face. That's a little intimidating. Going to Greensley Guard. Okay, Fortune. We're going to Greensley Guard. Greensley Guard. Oh my god, it's all the way across all of Daggerfall. Okay. 4 days. Okay, so I'm going to have about roughly 20-something odd days to go. But I do have... Ooh, this is a cool building. I don't think we've seen this building yet in game. A bell tolls in the distance. Okay, so hopefully this is not like an alert bell, which will cause like 45,000 ogres to come streaming out of the camp to kill me. But I do have I have 2 locator devices. For whatever reason, this keep has no personnel. Okay, well that's great. Thank you for answering my my question there, game. Okay, where's the entrance? Right here, I'd assume. Yep. Greensley Guard. Here we go. Enter. Recall, anchor, rest, save, guard start. Save that. And we can go on about our merry little way. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah. Oh, we're 2-shotting Iron Atronox now, which is great. I've been thinking because we're level 19. I looked up what the max level in the game theoretically is, and they say if you plan correctly and you have to like intentionally do it, you can get up to level 32. I don't think I'm gonna get to 32 because I didn't like try to plan to reach max level. But we are reaching near the end of endurance for my level ups, which here will probably reach maximum, I'd imagine, in maybe 3 or 4 levels, maybe. If we get, because we're, 16 away, and we could get maximum of 6 points for a level up. So theoretically, yeah. So I've thought about what we're going to do next, and really, willpower and agility, again, they messed around with them in this game compared to Arena, and they're not as good. And luck, I'm not super familiar with like what luck does, but I am thinking possibly of, after I'm done with endurance, just pumping stuff into personality, because at that point, why not? Okay, which way? I guess we're gonna go through the door first, and it's gonna lead us in a Oh, hello, zombie. It's gonna lead us in a multitude of ways. Take the 76 gold. But now we can talk, I guess, a little bit about what came out at the FTC versus Microsoft trial. Was that they had gone ahead and announced that Elder-Scrolls-6 was going to be a minimum 5 years out. We'll take all this stuff. Minimum 5 years. Oh, hello, I thought I got you. Minimum 5 years out, which I don't think is like super surprising to any of us. I mean, it's a little, a little disheartening that it's not going to be until, like 2028-ish at the probably the earliest. But and it's probably, at that rate going to be the last Elder Scrolls that Todd Howard actually works on, I would imagine, because it's going to be roughly about 20-ish years if you round up between Elder Scrolls 5 and Elder Scrolls 6. But then there was the next day after that, they said that that the I forget who it was, it might have been the head of Microsoft or something, said along the lines of that it's tentatively scheduled for like 2020, like 5 or 2026, which is only 2 or 3 years out, and I don't think that's true. I'm probably gonna estimate. I'm gonna estimate that the game probably comes out at earliest probably around 2028, and I would not be surprised if it's not or like 2029 or 2030. Masterham Cemetery is where we got that for. So we're multiple years away from Elder Scrolls 6, which is unfortunate, but hopefully when it comes out, it's gonna be good, because it's probably gonna be an Elder Scrolls is gonna be around for the only one to play for probably 15-20 years, because I'm assuming Starfield's gonna be a success, because at that rate you're gonna have, for Bethesda, you're gonna have Fallout, you're gonna have Starfield, and you're gonna have the Elder Scrolls series to work on. Did I go around that way? I did go around that way, so we can go straight. We'll go this way first because it's shorter. But the Fallout 4, the last Fallout came out in, what was it, 2014, I want to say, was Fallout 4? So it's been almost 10 years since a Fallout game. So I'm saying now, roughly, you're probably going to be seeing development cycles for Bethesda games, unless they start hiring massive amounts of people to do their games, which they don't typically do, or I don't really want to go down into water. Oh, hello. You can't shoot magic at me, I'm sorry. But unless Bethesda goes and starts doing something they don't normally do, which is hiring like an insane amount of people to go and work on their games, you're probably going to see, 15-year, I would imagine, development cycles for, the games. So, or Bethesda would have to do, the alternative, which is, I need to free action because I need to be able to swim. But can I get the loot pile? Thank you. We'll take all this stuff, and then making sure I'm not going to drown. All this stuff as well. Go up. This is where I think it's going to be. Okay. Or the only other option, I guess, would be for Bethesda to go in, like, start like piecemealing out their games and having like the developers that made New Vegas be the Fallout developer, and maybe have, you know, just Bethesda focus on the Elder Scrolls series, and maybe have somebody else work on Starfield or something along the lines of that, because that's the only way I see them having a shorter development cycle, which, you know, is unfortunate. But I guess when you go into these, can I get a little bit of air? I'm a little bit, thank you. But I guess that's what happens with these like super ambitious open world games that kind of happen. Goodbye, zombie. And we're gonna go down this way. I'll take that. All this stuff. We'll take this and all this stuff, and we will get out of here because there's now no reason for us to be down here. Hopefully we don't drown. I don't think we're going to. I think I have enough air in my lungs to make it up. And I believe we do. So, as I've been saying in multiple episodes now, that when Icon will take, and we're going to go this way for a little bit, but we're actually getting close to our encumbrance levels, so I don't want to be super slow, but I also don't want to go through water again, so I'm hoping that this is a dead end, it looks like. Which means we can now go back through, and it's not going to be a waste of anybody's time. Perfect. So recall, teleport, yes, access my thing. Let's drop off all of this stuff. We'll drop off that. We'll drop off this, and we're going to drop off all of our like ingredients, which is what heavily weighing us down. But anyway, from what I've been saying multiple episodes is that when Starfield comes out, we're going to be doing some stuff over in Starfield. So I'm going to be trying to desperately and very quickly finish. Am I still over encumbered? What is weighing so much? One thing I have to remember is I do have a locator device. Let's rest because I want to be able to stop levitating. There. Swimming skills improved. Okay. Hello. But I do have a locator device, which I should be activating here in a little while. I don't think I've probably got enough of the dungeon explored for it to proc yet, but after I guess we go through this section here a little bit, maybe I'll try it. I'll take the gold and all that stuff. And then, well, let's get rid of this wraith, because, you know, we don't want to be, you know, have problems. And that torch kind of scared me. No, not levitate, open. Thank you. Oh, and I hate those types of drops. Okay. That's not a door. I thought it might be, you know, those secret doors. And we are looking for a person that got lost in here, and I can kind of understand why they got lost in here. There's an underwater section, there's a... There was... Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, hold on. There we go, gotcha. You thought you were gonna trick me with your, you know, hidden, you know, secret compartment. Okay. Iron Atronach, somebody's killing something, which I wonder, I doubt Daggerfall Unity has the ability for, like, an NPC to be, like, actively, you know, doing stuff. I'm not really seeing them besides walking around. I doubt they have the ability to code them to fight. I always check those because I see, oh, chest, that's obviously gotta mean that there's a, you know, a treasure in them. There's no door in there. Okay, let's go on ahead and activate our locator. The locator device vibrates and hums into action. You now see a bright disk in your mind when looking in the direction of your desired target. It's there. Okay. Which means... Okay. We're gonna go down. Sometimes you gotta go up to go down. No, no, no. It's this way, all the way down this way, this way. Okay, this way, this way, this way. Here, here. Okay, I got blinded. Just give me 2 seconds to be able to see, and then you are so dead, you assassin, thief, burglar guy. There we go. Take the lodestone. I don't know what it does, but I'm sure it's doing something important. Oh, we are, like, right near it. Here we go. Found it. I would imagine we found it. I just gotta kill the iron atronachs that are there guarding. Door. Perfect. Level 8. Open. Got it. Let's rest. Because I'm hurt and I don't want to get snuck up on. Found you. Hi. I've been sent here to rescue you. You apparently got lost here in this hellscape. I just realized I did not anchor when I teleported back, so I'm going to have to manually get myself out of here. So, hello. Belladara Yomford's eyes look hollow and full of despair. The exit's gone. It was right here. I'm sure of it. Now we'll never get out. We're both trapped here. You strong-arm her into following you, and she keeps silent. Now I've got to do a thing of finding how to get back. It's down, right, right. Okay, so down, right, right. This way, this way. This way, this way. Straight. Nope. Here, here. All the way up this way. Right. Okay, found my way out. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. I believe I already checked that loot pile, so I'm not even gonna bother checking here. And we can get out of here. Nope. And we can... There's my horse. I'm like, where's Fortune? Oh no. Travel to Gothway Garden and begin our travel. We can actually fit in probably another quest because we've not been recording that long. So this is actually something I guess I've been bringing up or trying to bring up is that with Starfield releasing on September 6th and with the premium edition, you get like 5 days early access. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream during those 5 days of early access or not. Anyway, regardless, that leaves roughly about, because I'm filming this on the 1st of July, that means that I have roughly 2 months, so 60-ish days to, I thought I was passing the Archaeologist Guild here. Foot, here, founder. Dear Belladara Yomford, what a relief it is to see you. We have a great deal of training to give you before you're doing any more spelunking on your own. After all, not everyone can handle themselves like Bassett, now can they? Once again, thank you, Field Assistant. We don't have a material reward available, but what say I make mention of this on your guild record? I'm certain it'll help you reach promotion a little quicker. If nothing else, I hope that compensates the trouble. Great, and we can go on ahead and mark that quest as complete, finding the lost. Yeah, let's do another one. Finding the lost, Tattered Courier we need to do. Good day. We have an ancient document that needs to arrive in Hullwood Garden intact within 28 days under guard. We can spare 15 gold pieces for expenses. Are you up for the task? Yes. The poor thing is centuries old and will be preserved well enough for you to find Alyssa Hearthstone. Find her in Hullwood Garden, and I don't know where she is. You'll get the expense payment from her. Also, please keep it close to your person. Word is already out about its existence. Its age will attract persons of the lowest quality. Be going now, and take no more than 28 days. Okay, we can go on ahead and go. We're going to Hullwood Garden. We'll just search garden, because that'll come up with what we need to do. There, travel. Do you wish to travel? Yes. Take me a day. Great. But anyway, I have about 60 days to complete Daggerfall, and I don't know if that's going to be quite enough time, I'm going to be honest, because there's guilds we've not touched. We've not even touched the main quest, and we're still... I want to give the game the love it deserves and the attention it deserves, but I also want to try and get it done before Starfield comes out, because I know I'm going to be sinking a lot of time into Starfield, and once that happens, I don't know when or if I'm going to have time for Daggerfall. So I'm thinking either of doing longer videos, or either doing longer videos, because I typically do them about 45 minutes an hour, so doing about an hour and a half, or doing more edited down videos where I do less time of like just talking while I'm going through a dungeon and just doing more like, here's the, the gist of what we were doing. We need to go in here because we need to be able to rest. Do I need to talk to you? I'm just trying. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, people. I'm just trying to find the person that can sell me a room. Yeah, I need a date for a day 5. That's perfectly fine and understandable. I will be happy to pay 5 gold to be able to rest my weary head. For a while, let's say 12 hours. I have no idea what time it is. So, are there enemies nearby? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. No. 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 You don't wake a man up from while he's sleeping to try and kill him. That's just uncalled for, good sir. Now we'll say like 10 hours, because at this rate I don't know if I'm going to get any sleep. But I don't know if I'm doing longer videos, if I'm doing more edited down videos, or I don't know if I want to just maybe... Really? Come on, I don't want to hit these people. No, you come out to me. I'm not coming out to you. You're dead too. Okay, well, forget this. We're just going to find the person, because I think we're all going to continue to get attacked. I'm looking for a specific person. You don't know where Alyssa Hearthstone is? Haha, serves you right, Vassif, after what you've done. What have I done, good sir? I've done nothing. I've been trying to sleep in your establishment, and I've been attacked twice. Hello? Ask around for some more, someone's bound to know. Oh boy, it's in one of those days. I need someone to... I can't. I'm doing something else. I need to know where it comes. I'm gonna tick off everybody trying to find out. Don't want to tell you. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of these. I know I just turned you down. Listen, I ain't got time. Okay, I knew you guys weren't gonna be helped because I turned you down. I can't do other people's missions at the moment. I'm just trying to find this person. Okay. You gotta go north of where you're standing. North of where I'm standing. Perfect. That's a completely understandable request. So north of where I'm standing. So like this direction-ish. Here? No. It's not there either. Oh, this is gonna be one of those missions. Here. I'm gonna assume it's the Ashheart residence because it says Heart. Yes, this is who I needed. Welcome, good friend. This is the page I was informed of. Marvelous. I was starting to doubt its existence altogether. Well then, let me get your payment. 15 gold pieces, just as agreed. Off you go then, thank you. Great. Turn that in, we can go, and we can be done, and head back to Gothway Garden, and we can actually do probably another... No, I don't want to travel just to randomness. I want to travel to Gothway Garden. But we can do another mission, and as I was saying, I don't know though if I maybe want to do some live streaming of Daggerfall and maybe do it that way. I'm kind of undecided. I'm probably leaning more towards, at the moment, I'm probably, because I can't know if I'm going to have time to do live streaming as a set time, but I probably leaning more towards either longer content or maybe even edited down content, even more than I edit down to start with. But who knows, if quests are going this quick like it is in this episode, where I'm getting 3 or 4 quests done in an episode, then who knows, especially with this locator device now from the Archaeologist Guild, I might be able to move much quicker. We did Tattered Courier, correct? Yes, so we can go on ahead and mark that as complete. And we can do another one, which is Busywork. We're looking for someone to assign to go to the Edwyval Reformatory for one rare symbol. Are you able to go? You'll find it somewhere down there. Our work will finish in 28 days, so it must be in my hands before then. Time is of the essence. Now go. Do I have a locator? I do have a... I seem to be getting a locator every time I do a mission, which is great. We're looking for Reformatory. Yep. Oh, it's all the way across the way. Okay. 3 days, so I'm going to have roughly 21-ish days to complete the mission. That's fine. And let's see what right now my recording time is. It's roughly 34 minutes, so we're actually making decent progress through the episode. So assuming this takes me roughly about 20-ish minutes to do, which that's roughly what it takes these episodes, or these dungeons on average. Sometimes I get really lucky, sometimes I don't. A despairing cry rings out. Oh no. So this will probably be the last episode of last quest of the episode, I'd imagine, unless we get super lucky early on and we can find what we're going for. And we do our normal, no, not rest. We go and we recall first, we set an anchor point, then we rest. Then we'll call this Ed Start. Because I'm not spelling Edwyval and I'm not spelling Reformatory, so we're just going to call it the Mr. Ed Start. And we can go up or we can go down. Let's start with up, even though I typically say go left first. I'd rather start with up, make sure there's no secret passages. There's not. And we're left with two choices. A down with an iron attribute. Well, first off, let's let the iron attribute come to me, and then we're just going to bash its face in once or twice. Then we're going to go this way. I like to typically stay on the same level before you have to go up or down, because then it gets a little confusing. Okay, you're a little bit more... Oh, came out of nowhere. That one was a little bit more hardy. It took 3 hits instead of the normal 2. There's a hidden door. Or not a hidden door, there's just a door. Not hidden. Pick the loot pile. And we'll take all of this stuff. Take this, and that, and this. And I see something. And I knew there's probably some of you looking at, as I hovered my mouse over it to go to this next loot pile, who said, Samuel, no, stop. It's going to be like that Arena episode where you got stuck in that ice fortress for 45 minutes or trying to find what you were looking for because you passed over it twice. This is what we were looking for. This must be the rare symbol you were sent to find. That was really easy. We're going to have time for another quest. This is insane. Either we got extremely lucky or this was just super simple. I don't know which, but I'm not going to complain. Going back to Gothway Garden. Begin our travel. Wow. This... Is this Gothway Garden? I've never seen snow. What month is it? It has to be winter, of course, because of course snow, but like... Are we sure this is Gothway Garden? I don't remember this being Gothway Garden. I don't ever remember loading in here. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for the, is it I? It is I. Evening Star. Evening Star, I believe, is December for us. Might be November. Okay. So it is winter. Let me put my sword away. Oh no, I'm on the south side of town. That's why normally I've been loading it over on this side. Okay, well then let's go to the Archaeologist Guild. And we can hand in the quest. And then we can actually do one more. And then that's probably, unless it's another quick quest, that'll probably be it. But man, we're moving expeditiously through the quests, at least in today's episode. This I can get used to. If we can get through quests this quickly in future episodes, we will absolutely be done with Daggerfall in time for Starfield. Foot. I does not open for 2 hours, so let's rest for, or wait here 2 hours. Perfect. Hey Vanna, guess what? Well done, Vassip. I see you kept it in good condition. Here's your fee, 319 gold pieces. Great, fantastic. Mark that quest as complete. Busywork. Done. And one more. Let's see what tasks we have available. Please have patience and wait here a moment. Okay, well then let's do evidence loss because we've not done it. Our association attracts all manner of people, and not all merit our trust. Occasionally we make mistakes. I need someone to retrieve some wand one of our members or former members is absconded with. You exact a punishment and recover what has been stolen. I absolutely will. To be clear, we do not know where Agroyan Hawkford has gone. You'll have to do both the detective and legwork to get it back. I hope our reward of 384 gold pieces will be sufficient for the effort. Please have the wand here within 31 days. Best of luck. Oh no. There was not a location. Ask to retrieve a wand from a former member of the Archaeologist Guild. Oh no, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I have no idea where this person is. Do you... Let me ask you. I can't ask you. Let me ask you. Talk. No. Okay, you do Daedra summoning, which is great. I need to... No, okay, who am I looking for? I have to relearn this interface system. Yeah, here. Got a clue. Okay. Hopefully somebody here... the tomes are very specific. The Devil's Griffin Tavern. That's all I know. The Devil's Griffin Tavern. Okay. I got about 3 people telling me Devil's Griffin Tavern, Devil's Griffin Tower, Devil's Griffin Tavern. I'm like, oh, it's obviously a tavern in a town. I can't look that up. And I said, well, let me look it up just to see if it will pop up in the map. And it did. So it wasn't too long of a idiocy on my part. Oh, it's on that side of town. Okay. Or up that side of Daggerfall. Okay. Well, we'll go and travel anyway. So we're looking for this guy. We're probably going to have to kill him, but maybe we can talk him, out of, the wand. Maybe we can be, slick and cunning. That's what we're looking for. Charming and charismatic enough to smooth talk our way out of having to kill the poor chap. But otherwise, he's probably going to end up dead. And come on, game, load in. I know you have the ability to do it. There you go. It's one of these 2 taverns, so it's either this one or this one, so... Is it you? No, that's Redbird. So it has to be you. No? Okay, I've probably cut out a section of this, because I searched these 2 taverns. He's not here, so he's in one of these houses, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to search these houses, and I'll find him eventually. Nobody in the town's wanting to help, which, is, not something that is too great, but I'm eventually going to find the chap. And when that happens, he will be, not of this world very quickly. And I'll be back when I actually find him. Finally, okay. Finally found him. I did not find him. This is not the person... Or maybe I have. You strike down the thief, now to recover the wand. Okay. We'll take the wand, we'll take that, and the stinger, and nothing else. This, I'm gonna be honest, this quest was a little, I don't use the word buggy, but it was a little weird. It was, I don't know, it was not as crisp and clean as the other quests, I feel. There was something off. I can't quite place my finger on it, but it was. It wasn't bad, it was just weird. Okay. But this will be the final quest of today's episode, and then we're going to read our book and be done. But we did really good progress, I would say, in today's episode through the Archaeologist Guild. We did, what, 4 or 5 quests, I want to say? We got really lucky with that symbol in the last quest where I went down the correct path the very first time and was actually able to find it. My stupid, idiotic butt did not, do what I did in the arena and just go, oh, look, and just go over it 3 times and then explore the full dungeon and then have to, spend 45 minutes trying to find what I was looking for. Perfect. Every time, man, I get here at the wrong time. I have to wait outside in the blistering cold. Come on. Perfect. Hand this in. Excellent work. Do not be concerned for our friend's life. Sooner or later, the same would have occurred by someone else's hand. No one will raise an eyebrow. Have your fee and my thanks. Great. Anything else? Make sure that there is. Make evidence lost as done, because we did it. And then there are new lost language we've done. Okay, so there's Dwemer runes, which is new. Sorry, Dwemer rumors. There's anything new? One-upsmanship, no. Oh. And Cursed Finger is also new. Okay, mark those as at least not done, but stuff that you need to do. And we will end today's episode. I will say that for those that stick around and want to listen, we are going to be reading The Brothers of Darkness, which I don't know what it's about. I'd assume probably about the Dark Brotherhood, but I've never read the book, so I'm going to be heading on over to the Mages Guild to go and find it. But for those that don't want to stick around, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. If you haven't already, go down and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to stay up to date on when videos go live. You can also follow me on Twitter at @TheSSHGaming. I tweet when videos go live. I won't fill your Twitter timeline with general nonsense. I don't like social media that much. I might maybe retweet other general gaming news, but other than that, I won't fill your timeline. Do me a favor, if you like this video, can you go down and hit the thumbs up button? I'd appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea how much hitting the thumbs up button helps the channel grow and all that. So yeah, for those that watch today's episode, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. And for those that do want to stick around and listen to the Brothers of Darkness, we are going to find it. So I will be back in 1 second when I have found it. All right, we found it. The Brothers of Darkness. As their name suggests, the Dark Brotherhood has a history shrouded in obfuscation. Their ways are secret to those who are not brothers of the Order. Brothers is the generic term. Some of the deadliest of the assassins are female, but they are called brothers as well. How they continue to exist in shadow, but can be easily found by those desperate enough to pay for their services, is not the least of their mysteries. The Dark Brotherhood sprang from a religious order, the Morag Tong, during the Second Era. The Morag Tong were worshippers of the Daedra spirit Mephala, who encouraged them to commit ritual murders. In their early years, they were as disorganized as cultists usually are. There was no one to lead the group, and as a group, they dared not murder any of any importance. This changed with the rise of the Night Mother. All leaders of the Morag Tong, and then the Dark Brotherhood, have been called the Night Mother. Whether the same woman has commanded the Dark Brotherhood since the Second Era is unknown. What is believed is that the original Night Mother developed an important belief of the Morag Tong. The first belief is that while Mephala grows stronger with every murder committed in her name, certain murders were better than others. Murders that came from hate pleased Mephala more than murders committed because of greed. Murders of great men and women pleased Mephala more than murders of unknowns. We can approximate this time this belief was adopted with the first known murder committed by the Morag Tong in the year 324 of the Second Era. The Pontiff Versidue Shai was murdered in his palace in what is today the elsewhere kingdom of Sinshal. In a brash move, the Night Mother announced the identity of the murderers by painting Morag Tong on the walls in the Pontiff's blood. Previous to that time, the Morag Tong existed relative peace, like a witch's coven. Occasionally persecuted, but usually ignored, in a remarkable synchronicity, a time when the arena was fractured land, the Morag Tong was outlawed throughout the continent. Every sovereign gave the cult's elimination his highest priority. Nothing more was officially heard of them for 100 years. It is more difficult to date the era when the Morag Tong re-emerged as the Dark Brotherhood. Assassin guilds have sporadically appeared throughout the history of Tamriel. The first mention of the Dark Brotherhood that I have found is from the Journals of the Blood Queen, Arlemahera of Hegeth. She spoke of slaying her enemies by her own hand, or if necessary, with the help of the Night Mother and her Dark Brotherhood, the secret arsenal my family has employed since my grandfather's time. Arlen-Mahara wrote this in the Second Era 412. So one can surmise that the Dark Brotherhood had been in existence since at least 360, if her grandfather truly used them. The important distinction between the Dark Brotherhood and the Morag Tong was that the Brotherhood was a business as much as a cult. Rulers and wealthy merchants now used the Order as an assassin's guild. The Brotherhood gained the obvious benefits of a profitable enterprise, as well as the secondary benefit that no longer could rulers actively persecute them. They were needed. Even an extraordinary virtuous leader would be unwise to maltreat the Brotherhood. Not long after Al-Mahara's journal entry about them was penned, came perhaps the most famous series of executions in the history of the Dark Brotherhood. The Clovian Emperor Pontificate Severin Shorak and every one of his heirs was murdered on one bloody night in sun's dawn in 430. Within a fortnight, the Clovian dynasty crumbled, to the delight of its enemies. For over 400 years, until the age of Tiber Septim, chaos reigned over Tamriel. Though no comparably impressive executions have been recorded, the Brotherhood must have grown fat with gold during that age. The Dark Brotherhood has no shortage of business opportunities. An accounting I have been informed is the Dark Brotherhood's favorite euphemism for execution. While they are officially an unlawful organization in every corner of the Empire, like the Thieves Guild, they are almost universally tolerated. And that was the Brothers of Darkness. I figured it was probably going to be about the Dark Brotherhood. It was. I profusely apologize for the horrible pronunciations throughout that. Some words I've never seen before in my life. Some names in there, do not know how to pronounce them. But anyway, for those that did stick around and listen to that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.